With me now is the mayor of Jackson, Mississippi, Chokwe Lumumba, where new infections, I understand, Mr. Mayor, and hospitalizations and deaths, they're all reaching new levels. Give us a quick update, if you can, sir, on what the situation is in Jackson, Mississippi this morning.
The situation is dire. This is the exact circumstance that we feared when we saw the decision from the governor to open up the state. I thought that decision was not based on the data. It was based on political pressure, and now the very thing that we feared is taking place. The city of Jackson had been doing a relatively successful job of maintaining a low infection rate for cities of comparable size. The city itself had a very aggressive stance towards this virus, not only standing up 12,000 tests, providing convalescence homes, creating a symptom tracker, and making certain that we did everything that we could to meet people where they were in terms of where this virus is most prevalent. And now that the state is opening up and communities being as interconnected as they are, we're seeing the numbers skyrocket. There is no room in morgues. The ICU beds and the hospitalization rates are at their very capacity.
Mr. Mayor, one of the numbers that a lot of people track in this country is the positivity rate. It is an alarming one in your city. I believe the 7-day average right now is at 21%. That's currently just behind Alabama for the worst in the nation. What kind of response should that be drawing from state officials when they see that staggering number?
We have to have increased testing, and that testing has to lead to a response that is according. We know, for instance, that the demographic that has the highest rate of infection are 18 to 29-year-olds. And when we have this semblance of an open economy, then people's behavior responds according to that. And so, I've always felt that that was a bad decision for us to begin to open our economy. We need more ICU beds. I'm stepping in roles that I never imagined as mayor, trying to work with county supervisors and our coroner to find more room for bodies now that the morgues are over their capacity. We need right now the state to make a decision as it pertains to students. We have a 180-day rule of curriculum that in order for the school district to receive its accreditation for the year, it has to have 180 days. We need the governor to make a decision to roll that back. By rolling that back, then we can have a better plan in hand, a more proactive plan in hand, so that we're not sending students into a dire situation. Right now, the plan is to go virtual, but it's not equitable. You have students who don't have computers as the entire nation is trying to fight for computers. The city, for instance, is trying to create our own municipal wireless network to help provide relief to them. And so while we're stepping up, we need the state to meet us. We need the federal government to meet us.
Let me get your thoughts, sir, on the death rate. There's also new reporting that it is soaring. The Daily Beast writing that morgues are overflowing as deaths explode, with the death count potentially a massive undercount. Are you seeing any evidence that the death count is being underreported in the city of Jackson?
Well, first, let me respond to that by expressing my, my regret and my condolences to those families that have lost loved ones unnecessarily to this virus. But in terms of those numbers, to be completely honest with you, I don't believe that I'm getting the complete picture in any regard. We've been struggling to try to get a data sharing agreement with the state that has been held up through a legal process. And so all of that information is important. By that information, we can get a census tract level of where this virus is most affecting us most detrimentally, and respond accordingly. So I wouldn't be able in good conscience to answer that question to you without better information being provided to me.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.